You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. The UN General Assembly on Thursday, 7th of April, suspended Russia from the UN Human Rights Council over reports of the gross and systematic violations and abuses of human rights by invading Russian troops in Ukraine. The US-led push gained 93 votes in favour, while 24 countries voted no and 58 countries voted abstain. A two-thirds majority of voting members in the 193-member General Assembly in New York, absentees do not count, was needed to suspend Russia from the 47-member Geneva-based Human Rights Council. The rare decision this Assembly has taken today sends a strong signal of accountability and hopefully will help preventing and discouraging more violations of human rights, said the European Union's UN Ambassador Olof Skoog. Speaking after the vote, Russia's Deputy UN Assembly Jenny Guzman described the move as an illegitimate and political motive step and then announced that Russia have decided to quit the Human Rights Council altogether. The Russian Federation made its decision about ending or suspending its membership to the Human Rights Council before the end of the term on the 7th of April of this year. Guzman said, "In today's conditions, the Council is in fact monopolised by one group of states who use their short-term aims. We reject the untruth allegations against us based on the staged events of widely circumcised facts. Mr. President, based on everything I've said, we would like to put this resolution to a vote and call on those present here to really consider your decision and to vote against the attempt by Western countries and their allies to destroy the existing human rights architecture. In a couple of minutes, you will have a chance to prove that you are not an indifferent bystander. All you need to do is press the yes button and to save the Human Rights Council and many lives around the world and Ukraine. On the other hand, pressing no means pulling a trigger and means the red dot on the screen. Red as the blood of innocent lives lost. And this image of a red bloody dots on these screens will stay that you will and all of us as long as memory does not fail us. Think about it. Thank you. We do not submit your resignation after you are fired," Ukraine UN Ambassador Sergei Kalista said. Under these circumstances, such a hasty move at the General Assembly, which forces countries to choose sides, will aggravate the division among member states, intensify the confrontation between the parties concerned. It is like adding fuel to fire, which is not conducive to the de-escalation of conflicts and even less to advice in peace talks. China UN Ambassador Zhang Zhong. Russia was in the second year of its third-year term. Under Thursday's resolution, the General Assembly could have later agreed to end the suspension. But that cannot happen now. Russia has quit the Council, just as the United States did in 2018 over what it called chronic bias against Israel and lack of reform.
The decision to suspend the Russian Federation, which the EU and its member states have supported today, implements the 2006 General Assembly resolution establishing the Human Rights Council, which foresees suspension of members that commit gross and systematic violations of human rights. Suspension is necessary to uphold the integrity of the Human Rights Council, the authority of the General Assembly, and the credibility of the UN human rights system. The rare decision this Assembly has taken today sends a strong signal of accountability and hopefully will help preventing and discouraging more violations of human rights.
Many thanks, Mr. President. We're very sorry to take the floor and interrupt the flow of statements, but we would like to seek urgent clarification from the Russian delegation as to what precisely they just said in their statement. This General Assembly voted just a few moments ago to suspend them from the Human Rights Council, and that is now done. But it seemed to us that they were suggesting that they were also withdrawing from the Human Rights Council, which has a different effect.